You're watching Urban TV.
Welcome back to Urban Today. Yes, Malika, I'm finally here. Banange, this rain is nothing to joke around with. So if you need to be at work, you better run. Better run. It's not easy on those roads. But now we're going to move into our conversation, and we're talking about Chambogo University. You do remember that Professor Kagonyera, Makerere University Chancellor Mondo Kagonyera, said that Chambogo University should go back to its former status as a polytechnic and teaching institution. So we're trying to understand where he was trying to come from, if that actually is a valid, point, or should he just back off from what is going on. So we do have Professor Abdu Kasozi, who is the former executive director of NCHE and now is the research associate for Makerere University Institute Research Center, right?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for coming this early morning in this rain.
Thank you.
Really, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So, first of all, I want to know if you heard what the Chancellor of Makerere University had to say.
Right.
And for someone in your position, I'm sure you have a vast knowledge of what's going on.
Right.
So we wanted to understand, is it a viable suggestion, what he said about Chambogo University?
Extremely viable, extremely correct, good for this nation.
For real? Really?
Really for real, because this country needs people who can build and repair it. And those are technical people. We have what I call an inverted pyramidal higher education system, where you have more people in universities. 70% of the people registered in our higher education institutions, that is about 150,000, are in universities. And the majority of those are doing subjects that are not practical. I'm not saying they are useless, but they are not practical.
At the end of the day, when you come out, what are
Right,
you do with
exactly. And Uganda has no polytechnic. Now, so you have more people in the universities than you have in any training institutions.
Exactly.
So it's like having 7 doctors to 2 nurses, 7 doctors to 2 7 engineers to 2 technicians. So within the whole system, there are only 2% people, students in the whole higher educational system of about 200,000 students. Only 2% are registered in national technical colleges. Secondly, those technical colleges are not properly staffed with training people, because when Chambogo became a university, the diplomas that were formerly given by the Polytechnic, like any other situation when a university is introduced into a teaching facility, diploma certificates become the junior courses and the degree courses become more favored.
Yeah.
So, so the main problem then, because he made this statement, with the main problem with Chambogo University is that it just does not meet its requirements. Is that the main problem?
Now, what are those requirements you are talking about? The requirements in the past were that Chambogo was a polytechnic and a teacher institute, each one of them independent, and there was a school for the disabled. Now, as a result, when it was merged and made into a university, the focus on these areas gradually subsided.
Okay.
And so many students prefer degrees, whatever subject they are studying, they want degrees. And then we found out that already the government was overburdened with the universities, and Chambogo became one of those that are understaffed. So this country, having that structural problem of a paramedical higher educational system, has no technicians. You know, if you go to hotels, you find most of the hoteliers, Kenyans or from somewhere else. You go to road works, you don't find many Ugandans who are technicians. And so you have that problem. Now, Kyambogo played a role of not only training high-level technicians, but also training trainers for the various many technical colleges that we used to have. So to me, the first option would be to completely phase out Kyambogo University and then make sure Uganda has at least one polytechnic, a very good one.
I'm sure many people from Kyambogo University are not very happy
Yeah.
with what you're saying.
But you have to look for your nation.
But Professor,
Yes.
we do have Mr. Alex Kagume, who's currently the Deputy Executive Director of the National Council for Higher Education.
Yeah.
And his remarks were that what Kyambogo University is going through is what all other public universities are going through. It's not special. It's not necessarily something that only Kyambogo University is facing. So does that mean every other university should be changed as well, should be stripped of their title of being a university?
I respect what he said, but the special problems of Kyambogo are different. Kyambogo was merged, 3 colleges were merged, and each one had its own vision and mission. And Kyambogo failed to get a niche to consolidate itself into a mission and a vision. Is it a polytechnic? Is it a teacher training college? What is it? So they all failed to merge, and the result is that Uganda lost the only institute that taught people with skills who would teach in our national teachers colleges and other colleges.
Exactly.
So I respect Mr. Kagume, but my ideas was that I would rebuild and make this country have a high-level polytechnic and have people who work in, who use their hands to work and reverse the paramedical educational system that we have.
So we're going to have to take a break right here. For you who's watching the show, I'd like to encourage you to join the conversation right after the break. That's when I'll give you the phone number. We're talking about what Chancellor Mondo Kakonyera said about Kyambogo University, and we do have Professor Abdul Kasozi here to shed some light on it. Him being the former Executive Director of the National Council of Higher Education, he is known for his vast knowledge in this topic. So we'll be back after this break.